excited to be co-presenting this live stream with the Me&Thee Coffeehouse in Marblehead, Massachusetts. It's down in my neck of the woods. And it's another just such an important institution in the New England music scene. They have been operating out of a church space, a community space in Marblehead for many years. And as with many venues all over the country and definitely in New England, they have not been able to host any shows in their space. And so this is the first concert that we are co-presenting with a venue. We've been lucky enough to be able to continue to use our own stage with our production equipment and send out music from the venue where a lot of people have had to rely on home streams. So we're excited to do this co-presentation. And if you're watching at home and you want to contribute tonight, there's a tip link that you can use. It's caffelena.org/tips. During the show, it's going to be down here on the screen. And when you use that tip link, you can choose which venue your tip will be supporting. It will be split between our musicians tonight. That's Mark Erelli, who's right behind me. This is actually Mark's first visit back to the cafe since it's been renovated, and it is definitely not how we imagined it. But soon enough, you'll all be back in the seats, and we can have a redo. We can have a full house, and it'll feel much better than this. But hopefully you're all out there comfortable, got a nice drink, and enjoying the show. Say hi in the comments, visit that tip link, and make sure you check out Me&Thee on their website and see all the stuff that they've been doing. Have a great night.
At the diner downtown, old-timers sit around, talk about the flood of 42, how they watched from higher ground as the water took it down like a verse from the Bible come true. After losing everything, you could hear the hammers ring as they built it back up again. The mill wheels turned and healed in church, washed of all their sins. But the river always wins. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of man, and I won't be denied. I've seen boys with fishing poles and born-again souls, lovers with their hearts up late. I've always been there for the lonely in despair. I took a few in my dark embrace. I've seen the mills pull out and the jobs go south. It ain't never been the same way since. For everything they try to change, I will always I'll be damned, but I won't give in. 'Cause the river always wins. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of man, and I won't be denied. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of man, and I won't be denied. No, I won't be denied. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Wherever you are, whenever it is. Thank God it's quitting time. Can't take no more of this weekday grind, but I ain't ready to head back home and watch TV. Guess I'll drive down to the pier, let the sun go down on a six-pack of beer, stare out through my windshield at the sea. It's a gritty seacoast town where the water pounds the sand. I don't know why I'm so surprised. Things didn't work out like I planned. If I was a wave out on the ocean, if I was a wave out on the sea, free to go whichever way the wind was blowing, maybe it was upon some farther shore, but these blues can't follow me. Got a small apartment on Monjoy Hill, didn't want too much space to fill. It's just a bed, a pull-out couch, and a kitchenette. Weekends my kid ain't sleeping over, but it's just no point in trying to stay sober, 'cause there ain't no good example that I need to set. It's a gritty seacoast town where the winter never ends. Twice a day the tide goes out. Heaven knows why it never rolls back in. If I was a wave out on the ocean, if I was a wave out on the sea, free to go whichever way the wind was blowing, maybe it was upon some farther shore, where these blues can't follow me. destiny, or just my mind playing tricks on me. It keeps me wanting something that's always just out of my reach. But I bet there's somebody somewhere else who somehow managed to convince himself that he'd be happier if he washed up on this beach. Oh, it's a gritty seacoast town, 5 big moon shining down on me. I'll save the last one till I get back home. But God, I hope there ain't no reruns on TV. If I was a wave out on the ocean, if I was a wave out on the sea, free to go whichever way the wind was blowing, maybe wash up on some farther shore where these blues can't follow me. They can't follow me. Thank you for the rock ending here. Jake Armerding on the fiddle and mandolin tonight, everybody. Yeah, thank you for that. Final punctuation.
Oh, yeah.
You need that. We got applause. We got 2 applause. We got the final rock of punctuation. We got an amazing club with amazing sound. All of you here tonight. What else do we need? We don't need anything else.
We're sorry if the enthusiasm that would have gone into the whole last year is coming out all in this one show.
Yeah, we'll try and control.
Sorry,
ourselves.
not sorry.
Exactly. Now we're so excited to be here, and it's just wonderful. This is what we've got, and we're going to make the most of it. I put out a record last year called Blindsided. It's my 12th solo record, which is, I'm still getting used to saying that number. I can't believe there's been that many. But this is the title track, and it goes like this. It's called Blindsided. 2, 3. Walking down the street, minding my business. Never saw it coming, God as my witness. But you were there like a shot of green in the gray of the city, and I was unprepared for the way it hit me. Blindsided. Blindsided, blindsided by your love. The love can set you free, or love can be your prison. Mama tried to warn me, but I wouldn't listen, no. She said you can try to keep your heart protected. It will still creep up when you least expect it. Blindsided. Blindsided. I was blindsided by your love. By your love. by your love. All right, we're gonna do one for you here that I co-wrote with my friend Chuck Prophet and his friend, now my friend Kurt Lipschutz, who wonderful poet out in San Francisco who goes by the pen name Clipschutz. So Clipschutz and Chuck and I got together one day in San Francisco. We got together 2 days in San Francisco a few years back and wrote 3 songs in 2 days. And this was the first one, and it's called Her Town Now. 2, 3, 4. The days are cold, the nights are long, the bed's still here, but her pillow's gone. And all her friends were my friends too. I lost them the day she moved. This is her town, this is her town, this is her town now. This is her town, this is her town, this is her town now. And it makes me wonder why I stick around. It's her town now. The walls are bare in the morning light. All my dreams were in black and white. A little bad TV would have helped me through, or some blonde on blonde. Yeah, but she took that too. This is her town, this is her town, this is her town now. This is her town, this is her town, this is her town now. And it makes me wonder why I stick around. It's her town now. Every stranger in our midst, it's her town now. They cross me off their list, it's her town now. This is her town, this is her town, this is her town now. This is her town, this is her town, this is her town now. And it makes me wonder why I stick around. It's her town now. The birds are back, the hills are green. I saw her downtown, but she didn't see me. All right. Oh, thank you so much. Her town now.
I like that one because as you were writing that song, I was stomping around
That's
San
right.
Francisco.
You were on that trip with me, and you were
Yeah.
the first person to ever play that song with me.
Yeah.
That was one of those, like, I wrote this today. Can we do it tonight? And Jake was like, yes, you can. This one here, this next song is from a couple records ago. It's kind of a character sketch, character composite, if you will. And when I first moved to the town where I live, just a suburb just outside of Boston, my dad bought me a secondhand lawnmower, and but it was broken, and I was like, "Thanks." And he goes, no, I know there's a guy in town that fixes these, fixes small engines, does small engine repair. And so he drove me across town to this like random house and this tiny little place, but it had a little garage on the side of it. And sure enough, there was this guy in there working on little tiny boat engines and lawnmower engines and whatnot. And he had everything lined up just so, like in little jars on his shelves. And man, he made that lawnmower work again. I have not been able to kill it yet, and just no matter how many rocks or tree roots I run over with it. And he got me thinking about my grandfather, who was a similar kind of guy. Had this old barn with everything kind of in its proper place, and that all came out into this song here. It's not really about either of those guys, but there's a lot of them in it. And it's called Analog Hero. He used to putter around in his barn all day, tool for each job and each tool in its place, whistling along to a song on the radio, while he poked through a mason jar full of nuts and bolts, lawnmowers and vacuums, windows with the glass all cracked, TV screens gone blank as cataract. Well, he'd take them all apart when he got him up on his bench, and one by one he'd bring them back to life again. He's a fix-it man, the fix-it man. He can't put it back together, and it was never worth a damn. Maybe he's crazy for trying to save what's already gone, or just an analog hero in a world full of zeros and ones. I used to have a wife, but she passed a couple years ago. Someone thought he had a daughter out in New Mexico. He grew up in a depression, it's a lesson that he'll never forget. There's nothing so broken, ain't life left in it yet. For the fix-it man, yeah, the fix-it man. He can't put it back together, then it was never worth a damn. Maybe he's crazy for trying to save what's already gone, or just an analog hero in a world full of zeros and ones. Phone's made in China and your car is made in Japan. Child labor sold clothes in Malaysia and Vietnam. Hell, it ain't even broken and we're going for the upgrade. Nobody thinks twice about what we're really throwing away. By the fix-it man, yeah, the fix-it man. He can't put it back together, then it was never worth a damn. Maybe he's crazy for trying to save what's already gone, or just an analog hero in a world full of zeros and ones. the old, and in with the out with the old, in with the new. This is out with the old, in with the new. Yeah. That's Jake Armending on the mandolin. A new song here. I guess it's not technically new, but it is
It's new for
as
me.
yet to be released. Right, it's new. It's new to us. I haven't really played this song much live. I have a new EP, a little short 3-song EP coming out just a couple days before Valentine's Day, and I know it's all kind of love songs, but you know. With a twist.
With a folk twist.
Love songs on the rocks with a twist. From a variety of different perspectives. And this is one of the ones with the twist. You're always kind of, you know, you always have people giving you advice, say, you know, just follow your heart, listen to your heart. But like, what do you do when you get bad advice from your heart? It happens sometimes. I basically wrote this song after mishearing my friend Caitlin Canty, wonderful singer-songwriter. I thought she said, "My heart's nothing but a liar," and I was like, "That's a great song title." And we were co-writing another song at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna hold on to that one.
I'm stealing that.
Yeah, and I've cleared it with her since. It's okay. And you know, when I asked her about it later, she's like, "Oh, I didn't say that. I can't even remember what it was that she said, but it wasn't this." So it was just one of those freaky things. But this is Nothing But a Liar, and it'll be on the new EP called Jackpot, and it goes something like this. Fire, walk out on that wire, go on and climb a ladder to the stars. But I only got burned and came crashing back to earth. My heart ain't nothing but a lie. Buck up and be a man, go and ask her to dance. Sometimes you got to gamble on desire. She walks right out the door, took all I had and more. My heart ain't nothing but a lie. You got to follow, they say, but it leads me astray. And sometimes it's got a mind of its own. It ain't no northern star or a lighthouse in the dark. My heart ain't nothing but a lie. Come on! To follow, they say, but it leads me astray. Sometimes it's got a mind of its own. I'd cut it out if I could and be done with love for good. But you can't have no rose without the bride. And my heart ain't nothing but a lie. I'd cut it out if I could and be done with love for good. Such a Valentine's Day love song sentiment, right?
Plays right into that.
That's perfect. All right. Well, look for that on your Music calendars in February. All right. Well, now, as Monty Python once famously intoned, now for something completely different. This is a song I wrote with my friend Dinty Child, wonderful, wonderful friend and singer-songwriter. Part of the group Session Americana, if you're familiar with that wonderful, wonderful group out of Boston. And Dinty and I have written, God, pretty much an album's worth of songs together by now. But this was the first one. And he came to me and said, I want to write a song about the janitor at the Sistine Chapel who works in the most beautiful place in the world, but he's picking up people's trash all day. And he's got to remind himself every once in a while to kind of stop and just look up and take in all the beauty. And I was like, oh yeah, I can totally write a song about that. I mean, if there's not already a song about that, right? It's crazy. But we did it, and we started there in the first verse, and then it just kind of got progressively and more cosmically weirder. And so every verse is a different narrator, different protagonist. It's the janitor in the first verse, and it's Michelangelo in the second verse, and then it's God or something like it in the last verse, and so it's
Very Monty Python.
It's very Monty Python. It does sound like a Monty Python movie.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a teeny bit. Anyway, we'll have to make it a little bouncier if we want it to make the soundtrack. But this is called Look Up. Yeah, it goes like this. All day long they shuffle through sneakers, sandals, high heel shoes, scraps of paper, chewing gum. My work here is never done. They exit now in single file. I sweep the floors, scrub the tiles as dying echoes quiet the room and leave me leaning on my broom. Above me now the fall of man, but it all depends on where you stand. Is he letting go or reaching out for Adam's hand? Look up, look up. There are angels flying low enough to see. Look up, oh, look up. For long years I bent my back, painting every plaster crack. The hand of God in Adam's sin rained down in brush drops thick and thin. I ache with shame and head for home, through the darkened streets of Rome, past the night girls calling out to me, and drunkards praying on their knees. Above me now the canopy, the stars in all their majesty remind me of the master I will never be. Look up, look up. There are angels flying low enough to see. Look up, oh, look up. high above the blessed and cursed. Like ants, they scurry on the earth, debauchery and daily chores. Always hungry, wanting more. I sent them plague and flood and fire. Tried so hard to stay inspired and somehow solve the mystery of what they ever saw in me. If I could only kneel before the man who sweeps the chapel floor and show him he's as holy as the angels, maybe more. Look up, look up, there are angels flying low enough to see. Look up, oh, look up. December came with her ice and snow, then she left me with nothing but my pride. She bent me down to the ground so low, like a birch by the highway side. January made me second guess, kids in t-shirts walking home from school was just a temporary thaw at best. Come February, I was still your fool. Somewhere down south, maybe Charlottesville, that's where I wanna go. Where the water tastes like wine and the climate suits my cold. Going down that lonesome road to a town where nobody knows your name. April will come, oh I know she will, though some days I ain't so sure. With her green amnesia and her daffodil, there is nothing that she cannot cure. Somewhere down south, maybe Charlottesville, that's where I wanna go. Where the water tastes like wine and the climate suits my cold. I'm going down that lonesome road to a town where nobody knows your name. Probably don't seem like much, but we both know it's true. Of all the ways two people can fall out of love, honey, I'll never quit on you. No, I won't miss all this dirty snow, no, and these skies so gray. I'll cast a fire and take a pipe tonight. Find some place to sleep along the way. Somewhere down south, maybe Charlottesville, that's where I wanna go. Where the water tastes like wine and the climate suits my coat. I'm going down that lonesome road to a town where nobody knows. Oh, thank you very much. Called an audible on that one. That's still mostly in there for me. It's obviously all in there for you. That was fantastic. Folks, we're here tonight at the historic Caffe Lena, of course. It's a co-production with the wonderful Me&Thee Coffee House in Marblehead, Massachusetts, which is much closer to where we live. And we've both played there many times. Wonderful venues, both of them, and very much deserving of your support. And if you like what you're hearing tonight, please put something in the tip jar. It is amazing that basically that is how the entire entertainment industry is being subsidized for this, since the pandemic began. But it really is basically that. And we appreciate your generosity and whatever.
We're all busking.
Yeah, exactly. Great, what we always wanted, right?
I thought we got out of the subways all those years ago.
Yeah, but it's true. So anything you can do to help out, and if you can't help out, if you're not in a position to, we understand it's been tough on everybody. So just enjoy the show. But if you can, throw some money in the tip jar, and we promise you we will put it to good use. And the address should pop up on your screen many times during the evening. All right. Here's one I haven't played in a while. I've been looking at the weather forecast leading up to this show, because that was about the only thing that could have derailed this. And we got lucky there, and we got our negative tests. So basically, here we are.
Unmasked.
I know, for exactly 75 minutes.
I can breathe.
So here we go. This is a little song called "Snowed In." Weatherman warned me to stay off the road tonight if you know what's bad. The mercury is falling, there's a storm rolling in from the Midwest. He called for 2 feet of snow, so I turned off that radio I'd heard enough. I'm gonna drive all night to be snowed in with the woman I love. "40 miles an hour from Connecticut to Maine. That's as fast as I could go, people. Oh, and the hazard lights are flashing on the car spun out by the side of the road, 'cause they don't know how to drive in the snow. Now you might think I'm crazy, but if you ever met my baby, you know why I'm out here in this stuff. Oh, I'm gonna drive all night to be snowed in with the woman I love, yeah. Now when we wake up in the morning and they haven't cleared the streets and everyone is digging out after the storm. Oh, honey, call in sick instead and climb back into bed. Oh, I know a thing or two that's bound to keep us warm. Oh, yes, I do. close calls, white knuckles on the wheel, and my nerves are frayed. But she's gonna throw her arms around me and fast those baby blues, and all of my worries gonna melt away. Now I'm pulling in the drive. I should be glad to be alive, but she is all I'm thinking of. Yeah. Oh, I drove all night. Yes, I drove all night. Yes, I did. Oh, I drove all night to be snowed in with the woman I love. Woman I love. Not gonna touch it.
Don't touch it.
Smart man.
Step away.
Smart man. Can't have everyone can't end on a major seventh, that's for sure. Thank you so much. I'm curious if this live stream is like many of the other live streams that I've done in the last year or so. My youngest son makes a pretty commanding presence in the comments, and I'm curious to see if that's usually because I'm streaming from home and I won't let him have any of the Wi-Fi for the video games. And so he's like, well, I guess I can go on and troll Dad's fans in the comments section.
Sort of like a video game.
Yeah, but since I'm not there tonight, I don't know if he's just going to play video games right through this. But Caleb, if you're in the comments, please be respectful of the adults. He says very, very amazing things. All right. Well, that has nothing to do with this next song. This next song is, it's kind of, it's about the stories that we tell ourselves, I guess, most generally. The stories that we tell ourselves, kind of about ourselves, about who we think we are as a country and as a culture. And I think I hope we are re-examining that pretty closely lately. And this song is called Rose-Colored Rear View. There was a time when we all watched the same screen. Springsteen was mainstream. Everybody had a hungry heart. There was a time when we weren't rich, but you could make a living. A 40-hour weekend, a 2-day weekend could get you pretty far. Was there a time, or was it only in my mind, when everything seemed simpler and we all sat down for dinner every night? Or am I only looking through this rose-colored rear view? There was a time when this town felt like family. I could ride my bike down any street and somebody always knew my name. There was a time before the mills pulled out and the pills moved in, where we didn't need no medicine just to take away the pain. Was there a time, or was it only in my mind, when everything seemed simpler and we all sat down for dinner every night? Or am I only looking through It's rose-colored beer. There was a time when we all pledged allegiance, and we thought we knew what we meant when we stood and faced the flag. Are we blind, lost in some nostalgic haze? Only white men miss the good old days that ain't coming back. Was there a time, or was it only in our minds, when everything seemed simpler, and we all sat down for dinner, and we all watched the same screen, but we didn't see the same thing? 'Cause maybe all that's in the mirror was never close as it appeared. Like the way the truth can seem so black and white after all our looking through this rose-colored beer. I don't believe in fiery furnaces burning underground, and none can tell if hell is simply where we're living now. Who knows if there's a golden kingdom in the clouds above? Oh, baby, don't you ever doubt my love. I was born to be your witness, your lover and your friend. I've had to beg for your forgiveness, and likely will again. But what else can we believe in if we are not enough? Oh, baby, don't you ever doubt my love. Don't you doubt my love. Don't doubt my love. Love, don't doubt my love. Reckless fantasy. I ain't saying you should place your faith in something you can't see, 'cause I'm walking right beside you, honey, flesh and bone and blood. Oh, baby, don't you ever doubt my love. ever doubt my love. Oh, baby, don't you ever doubt my love. First take, yeah. Love it. Oh, thank you. That's called Doubt My Love. Another one off of last year's Blindsided record. And got a few more for you here. And what can I say about this? I don't know what to say about this song anymore. I guess what I will say is that several times a week I still find myself shocked and slightly appalled, and I think that's a good thing. I think if I lost my capacity for that, it would be a sign of a real problem. And I sing this song kind of in the spirit of healing, and in the spirit of kind of fighting back at complacency and for settling for the way things are, because we definitely don't want them the way they are at this particular moment in time. And this is called By Degrees. When I take a look around me, sometimes I wish I was blind. Feels like something sacred's dying, one headline at a time. I can't tear myself away. No, I just stare in disbelief. You can learn to live with anything when it happens by degree. And I've seen every head bowed down as if lost in private prayer. I've seen the phones in every hand, seen the long and vacant stares of souls gone numb, thumbing through each ceaseless changing feed. You can learn to live with anything when it happens by degree. And I've seen pundits shouting back and forth across some great divide against a map of red and blue, points of view so cut and dried. But when you look into the mirror, what color country do you see? Where you can learn to live with anything when it happens by degree. And I've seen the flags at half-staff, the nation mourned and moaned. I've seen the stars and bars of flying proud above the State House dome. For the Charleston night we sing, I once was blind, but now I see. We can learn to live with anything when it happens by degree. And I've seen little hands on little shoulders, children in a line. I've seen them led away from school as the shots rang out inside. And I thought something has to change, but somehow it's become routine. We can learn to live with it when it happens by degree. And I've seen sadness seep into my heart. Each day a little more. This darkness growing so familiar. I can't recall what came before. My children's faces filled with questions, looking up expectantly. And I don't know what to tell them. No, I can't bring myself to tell them that you can learn to live with anything. When it happens by degree. Thank you very much. Okay, well, that's enough of the social commentary. I think it's time for a good old-fashioned rock and roll song. And who better to provide that than one of our former residents of the Hudson Valley here down in Woodstock. A man by the name of Levon Helm sang this song. I got to sing this song down in Levon Helm's barn at one of the shows he had down there at the Helm barn, and he had passed on by then, but that was quite an honor. All right, we didn't talk about the. Why don't you go first, and I'll go second.
All right.
Mando, then harmonica.
Okay.
All right. 2, 3, 4. Boards on the windows, mail by the door. Why would anybody leave so quickly for Ophelia? Where have you gone? The old neighborhood just ain't the same. Nobody knows just what became of Ophelia. Tell me what went wrong. Was it something that somebody said? Oh, mama, no, we broke the rule. Was somebody up against the law? Oh, honey, you know I die for you. Ashes of laughter, the ghost is clear. Why do the best things always disappear? Tell me, like Ophelia. Ah, please darken my door. Come on. Something that somebody said. Oh, mama, no, we broke the rule. Was somebody up against the law? Oh, honey, you know that I die for you. They got your number, scared and running, but I'm just waiting for the second coming of Ophelia. Ophelia. All right. All right. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight, wherever you are, and I can say pretty unequivocally at this point that wherever you are and whoever you are, I really miss you. I really miss the communion of live music. I miss being able to do this in your town, and we will do that again as soon as it's safe. Until then, this is really the best way to do it, and there's a lot that goes into a show like this. Much more than just like a normal show when you're rolling down the road to the next date and everything's kind of already set up. So if you will, there's a number, a website for a tip jar for the show. Please, if you have the means, put some money in the tip jar. It'll go to the artists and it'll go to the venues, of course, Caffe Lena, where we are tonight, and also to the Me&Thee coffeehouse in Marblehead, Massachusetts, which is back in our neighborhood. It will help save our stages, so there's places to bring live music back to once we can do it safely. So put some money in the tip jar. Once again, I know I won't be able to hear you, but I will be able to feel it in my heart. I want you to clap in your homes for Mr. Jake Armerding on the mandolin and the fiddle tonight.
I can hear it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's out there.
Yeah, he deserves it. He put all this together on very short notice, and I don't ever have to tell Jake what to play or what is going on. He just knows before I do, and it's amazing. We didn't rehearse or anything. In fact, I think
rehearse.
No, we couldn't. I was like, if there's a warm day, we can maybe get together outside, but there were no warm days. So, all right. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to leave you with this message of hope, and if we can just make it through these next few months, get to the warmer weather, things are going to feel a little bit better, and hopefully keep on improving from there. This is called Everything in Ruin. There's a junked out truck stuck in the mud down in the valley where the low fields flood. Every spring when the river jumps its bank, and a few stubborn leaves clinging to the bow by the wing on a wheel. The whole deal's gone south, only one's left, got no place else to go. Everything in ruin now, ruin now, ruin now. Everything in ruin now, soon to be renewed. All is still in the chilly night, save one lone cricket fiddling for his life, sawing off the shivery walls before the frost. It's all gone to seed, round and spent, and I'm wondering where all the innocence went. But when we come back like a red-winged blackbird song, everything in ruin now, ruin now, ruin now. Everything in ruin now, so to be renewed. Feel the greed, and I could use a little wild card up my sleeve just in case old man Winter calls my bluff. All smells like snow, the sky turns black, full moon cloudy as a cataract, but all I I gotta do is make it through these next few months. Oh, everything in ruin now, ruin now, ruin now. Everything in ruin now, soon to be renewed. Yeah, everything in ruin now, ruin now, ruin now. Everything in ruin now, soon to be renewed. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. Caffe Lena.